Today's indie TTRPG is Ode to Becoming, a game about longing to become something you are not. In this game, players take the role as either fae or humans who want the life on the other side. As you play, you figure out whether your character crosses to the other side successfully or whether they choose to stay. Ode to Becoming was written by Nos, a queer and disabled designer who focuses on capturing emotions and experiences in their games. To play, you need 2 to 5 players, a 6-sided dice, a coin, paper and pens, and something that you can use as a token. This is a GM-less game, so there's no GM required, and you can either play it in one session or multiple sessions. First, you create your character. There's 2 playbooks, the Fae and the Mortal, each with different motivations and looks that you can choose from. I actually really like the writing here. I think it's really creative and just fun to read in general. I'm actually going to read a little snippet from the Fae playbook because I just love how it's written. You are immortal, static, and time has blurred your memories like smeared paint. You may once have been human, but you can barely lay claim to that any longer. Exhaustion has claimed you, and you long for the way mortality seems to clarify and condense life. There are ways to become mortal again, or perhaps for the first time. You have heard. Your search begins. Gameplay involves playing out a series of scenes, which players take turns framing. There's a list of questions that can be used to spark scenes. A couple of my favorites are, what do you show me from your world? And what reckless mortal thing did we do together? There's also a table of settings in the back that you can use for inspiration. My favorites are Cyberpunk Kansas and the one that just says dinosaurs. Each character has a be and become track. When your character does something indicative of what they are, such as a mortal rapidly falling in love, you make a be roll. When your character does something unlike what they are, such as that same mortal learning how to use magic, you make a become roll. Based on the roll, you either move your token towards the be or become side. Once your character reaches one side of the track, it's time for their narrative to end. Do they pass over to the other side, or do they remain where they are? Ode to Becoming is a really thought-provoking game, and in my opinion, a delightful read. You can pick up your own copy at summerwood.itch.io.